All right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ask Joshi, and this is a Deadlock high MMR lobby that we are spectating and checking out from the perspective of a spectator or esports commentary. If we take a look at the Amber Hand, we have Tulinho, Phelps, Ryu, Nose, Map, and Abimail playing as Seven, Abrams, Hayes, Shiv, Vindicta, and Lash. On the blue team, we have BKN, Lucas, Pemdas, Johnson, Zakran, Deck, and Leproso Mortal on Geist, Viscous, Infernus, Pocket, who are spectating right now, Wraith, and Bebop. I do like both team compositions. They seem pretty even. If I'm rating the tankiness of both sides, we have Abrams, Shiv, and Lash as Bruiser Brawler characters on the Amber team. I'm going to refer to them as Yellow and Blue most likely rather than Amber and Sapphire just throughout the cast, just to keep it simple. And on the other side we have Viscous and Bebop doing the majority of the tanking. Pocket can also build kind of tanky. Infernus could but probably won't. And Geist is kind of a wild card because they do Life Leech. So Life Leech tank is a bit different from the sort of tank that Abrams would do. Actually, Abrams does Life Leech as well, so maybe not too different. There are only so many items in the game. Okay, so now that we have introduced the players, I'm going to take the free cam out. Still learning the controls here as we continue to learn Deadlock from a competitive perspective. So there are a couple of different ways that you can do free cam that I'm still learning here. Let's take the overhead view of Shiv and Pocket. Looks like Pocket has pressed up past mid. The soul counts that you see are below each player's individual portrait there, so you can actually see how the lanes are doing from that perspective. Shiv is being forced back and actually taking some of that, I call it wand damage. It's barrage damage here from Pocket. That is their first ability that they took there. If we fly on over to the next lane, we've got a 2v2 purple lane here. It is Vindicta and Lash against Bebop and Wraith. And to be honest, I feel bad for the Lash and the Vindicta. Lash specifically is going to have a tough time being the ground presence for this Vindicta against Bebop and Wraith, who are both longer range characters. So Lash likes to get it up close and personal. I'm sure soon in a few levels we'll see him actually jumping on them a bit more, but for the time being, I do favor this Bebop and Wraith composition. Vindicta, of course, can make things happen here with a stake, charge shot, stuff like that pretty often, but I do like the blue team for that lane. Johnson Classic actually took down Phelps. Vindicta says use creeps, use melee on creeps, please, to the Lash. I guess Lash is not securing those souls with melee reliably, so Vindicta's calling him out a little bit here. Shiv and Pocket, just a quick revisit. Looks like Pocket is going to keep Shiv held down for a while, probably a few levels, because Shiv, also like Lash, likes to get up close and personal, but won't have the ability to do that without items and skills. We do have an aggressive play here from the blue team, shoving up on Yellow. It looks like Abrams did die earlier already. Hayes has just gone down in another lane. Abrams getting jumped here by the Viscous punch into the range of Infernus, perhaps. Infernus and Abrams actually having a little bit of a duel now in the corner, but I can't quickly switch to it. Unfortunately, there we go. Slime is going to be able to save that Infernus, and Abrams on his own. What is going on with that, actually? Oh, here we go. Hayes is back to lane now, and they do secure Pemdas. The Viscous kill. Sleep Dagger. Excellent play there. Can they get the kill on Infernus? How deep will they go for it? There's no minions here, but Abrams and Hayes do get it done. Infernus goes down, gives up the ghost, and now it's 4 kills to 3 for the yellow team. Abrams going to be taking advantage of that free time here as much as he can. He should go scoop those extra souls there. He does try to, but he's actually taking tower aggro, doesn't even get the souls. Viscous is here now to try to stop him, but slept quickly by the Haze and heavy punch, but the Viscous goo punch launching Hayes back to safety. Abrams is going to go all the way back to heal up while Hayes purchases some items. And now we finally make it to the last lane over here. It's Seven versus Geist. Seven does already have a kill up on Geist, but only a few hundred souls difference. This is an interesting thing about the economy in this game. You can actually have someone go something like 5-0 in the first 10 minutes of a lane and be quickly unwritten by a death of their own if that player has free time to get a full wave of creep souls. So looks like Seven trying to get some damage in on Geist. Geist actually has the upper hand now, and that big AoE that you see Geist throwing out can be quite damaging to Seven. Seven is playing very aggressive, so I would not be surprised to see if Geist does manage to snag a kill on him relatively soon if he doesn't back off. Switching back over now. If I grab the Abrams POV, it looks like they are once again fighting. Haze, Viscous, both in action here. Infernus has shown up once again to try to assist Viscous. Viscous with the splatter. PEMDAS getting the kill there. This has been a very aggro lane on both sides, but now the kills are 5-6. Blue team actually taking the advantage now as they scored that last kill. Abrams getting launched way back. Man, Viscous is looking scarier and scarier in the games that we have been spectating as players get better and better at the character. We do have a dead Bebop. It looks like Wraith managed to just snag a kill there as well with under 50 health and is still being so brave to move up and start hitting this Guardian down. There is no one really nearby that's going to be putting them in danger, so I guess that's fine. Infernus getting a little bit low here. Haze has an opportunity to make a play, but Viscous does get the Slime Cube on Infernus before they go down. Abrams Haze is a lane that I have played with Medical Emergency before, but dang, Viscous goes down again. This yellow lane, 5-3 overall, and now 6-3 overall as Abrams once again just goes deep. Does not fear that Guardian at all. So we see the unbridled aggression really paying off for the the yellow team as they take down that blue Guardian. Viscous getting back into play now. Shiv says need help. Let's see what Shiv is dealing with. Okay, looks like Bebop just kind of wandered over there. Lash actually now perhaps in danger. Gets Bebop hooked and bombed and uppercut away. That's half his health gone in a moment. Got a lot of communication coming from the team now, but another death there. Bebop finally going down. Shiv actually does secure that kill while Lash was forced to back off. Perhaps an opportunity here to take the Guardian. If we click over here, now Geist is in big trouble here against the Seven. I was thinking that they were perhaps favored, but Haze and Abrams are both nearby as well. Seven actually hits the ultimate in desperation. Geist can't take him down fast enough, and of course they do all take him down. Looks like Seven is going to get the actual kill credit for that. 2-0 now against that Geist. Infernus trying to make something happen, actually dashes in with his ultimate, finds the Seven, should absolutely get that kill. A little bit of revenge for the yellow team, excuse me, blue team here. I keep looking at their health bars to determine which team they're on. Okay, PEMDAS finds a kill on Abrams. Haze on the run from several players here, gets the sleep on Bebop, but not until after getting bombed, so half their health is gone. They're going to stealth and try to get out of there. The Guardian is still up with plenty of health, so I don't imagine they will be diving there. Tap me in, next boss. Oh, you're casting? Love it. Yep, just trying it out. Learning the controls, getting a feel of the commentary flow. We are streaming this live on Twitch as well if anyone's catching the YouTube VOD later. I'm not sure if this will be uploaded, but if it is, come join us. Viscous here taking some shots, but Lash comes right back in. Let's take the Lash POV as he slams him on the ground. Abrams comes in from outer space. The Lash and Abrams 1-2 punch from the space station, taking down PEMDAS there. Viscous has been having a pretty good game. He's 3-4 overall. Now, oh, more unbridled aggression here from the Lash as he sees the Geist ahead, but the Guardian's still standing, means they will have to take just a little bit of caution. Geist is going to back up. I doubt they'll really press her, though. Wraith moving forward now has taken down the Guardian of Vindicta over on the other side. They will probably be satisfied with that wave. Yep, now they're just going to go farm out. They've already got the Tesla bullets, so they are easily farming this big group of eyeballs here. Don't forget your creep camps, folks, especially after you get a kill in lane. That's the most time you're going to have to freely take enemy camps, perhaps, as well. Abrams, still about half health, able to scoot out of there. Infernus and Viscous both replying to him, trying to take down that orange walker, perhaps. Seven is going to back off as well over in the yellow lane. If we look at blue lane, we haven't visited Pocket in a little while. Pocket still 0-0-0. He just really has not been very involved, but here he is up in the face of the Shiv. Shiv does have 2-0 and some souls on him. No, now not anymore. As Pocket and Bebop get the job done. I was curious if they were going to manage to do that. Vindicta does get hit, but still plenty of health here. Wow, cross damage there. Looks like Bebop was fending for himself, but then Vindicta just lined it up. How did Vindicta get credit for the Guardian there as well? What the heck? They got the credit for the Bebop kill and the Guardian. Okay, so the Pocket is way out of position right now. Does he know it? He knows it now because he's certainly back at the shop. Okay, so the yellow team here now has taken the lead on souls and kills and AP. These are all somewhat interconnected. Guardian-wise, they've only got 2 still standing. They've only got 2 on either side, so taking down this Guardian here in blue will give them a slight lead in that regard as well. I see Bebop has returned with Viscous, and Bebop and Viscous are their tankiest characters, and they've died 8 times already of the team's 15 deaths. So that's a bit of a scary prospect for the squishier players on blue to know that their tanks are maybe not favored at the moment. Shiv, let's watch him farm a camp full of eyeballs. He does not have Ricochet, but he does have a knife and a dash through. He's not really taking too much damage, so even though it's a slower clear, overall still just fine getting that money and staying relatively healthy. Now we've got a bit of a team fight. Misses the bleed dagger. Does land the one on the Wraith, though. Wraith will have to consider how strong they're going to push in here, knowing that Shiv is right there around the corner, but they do have their teleport out, so it's just fine in that regard. We're going to take the Shiv POV as he is entrenched here, getting potentially pushed back by the Goo Ball. Goo Ball actually getting very low now. May have gotten too deep. The name of the character is PEMDOS. Last game, there was a Viscous player named Balls Deep. Unfortunately, couldn't make that line up this time. All right, Shiv taking a ton of damage there. You can actually see his incoming damage from his own bloodletting and the card trick there from Wraith, as well as a little bit of a splatter damage from Viscous. This team fight is just ready to pop off. Wraith looking for the side angle, actually finds Vindicta long range, but doesn't know that Shiv is about to pop out. Let's watch the Shiv POV. Did he see the Wraith? Where's Shiv going? Oh, he's just with this whole team, and Wraith is way out of position now. Bebop actually going to be the first victim as Shiv and Abrams say, yeah, hook me, that's fine. He's going to be dead in seconds. Poor Bebop. Vindicta does go down as well, so it's not a completely lopsided fight. Geist trying to get something to happen, but with all these flying, jumping characters, Lash, Shiv, and Abrams are terrifying for a squishy DPS to have to contend with. They could just appear. And not to mention that, but Sevens. If we take a look at Seven's items, does he have Mighty Leap or anything yet? No, okay, but Seven later on can also just appear out of nowhere and fry you. So I'm feeling a little bit for the blue players now as they even it up on souls and nearly even it up on kills. They are still a little bit on the back foot. Taking a look over at Abrams here, he's going to be out of position 2v1, but he doesn't know it because he doesn't know that Pocket is there. He's being lifted by the Wraithel. He's going to get absolutely slammed to the ground there. Hayes is delivering the urn here for the yellow team. Once again, they are up on kills and AP, but only slightly. Was there some concern there, perhaps? Because there are 3 blue players, so this fight could also be popping off. Let's take a look at Lash. Lash is 2 and 4, not the strongest character on the team, as that is the Abrams that just went down a moment ago, but still going to be able to prevent or perhaps help his team get that urn placed. Geist is actually pretty fearless here after just dying not too long ago. They do have a couple of teammates with, I guess, Pocket, Wraith, and Geist is kind of a terrifying backline to have to deal with. Hayes is actually going to have some trouble finding clean targets, I think, but they are 3, 2, and 5 right now, pretty much just farming. Will they go for this camp, or will they go for the urn? They're still carrying this urn for minutes now. Geist just pushing lanes. Who's this over here? Viscous has eyes on Abrams and Lash. I don't know if I would love to have eyes on Abrams and Lash, but Bebop rescues from the bridge behind, so Viscous has time to move away. Who else is here? We've got Wraith trying to dish some damage. Let's see if they've even got a clean shot. It looks like someone did manage to evade them. It's Lash on the run. Moving to the left. Wraith still chasing. Oh! This will prevent him from taking the teleporter. There's no way he can teleport if he's getting gunned down. What a weird move from Lash. Payoff big for Wraith, 6 and 1 now. Lash does go down to the Shiv. Shiv still in good health. It looks like a Walker just went down as well somewhere. Or was that just a Guardian? Okay, all the Walkers are still standing, just a Guardian. I missed which lane it was. Abrams now carrying the Soul Urn, which is sometimes called the Spirit Jar in text. It has not been fully changed everywhere yet. He is going to get Wraith lifted, but he's got some movement. He's going to throw the book at him. No, he actually chooses not to. He just stays up in the air, waits for the rest of his team to try and get in position as he smashes the Wraith. Wraith does teleport out, but is it enough distance? I don't think it's going to be this time, especially with no second to teleport. Viscous rolling around as well, just causing carnage, just trying to stay alive. Abrams really does kind of drive the team here, but he is going to back up into the safety of his 7. This lane is actually split right now. There are people still fighting. Shiv versus Bebop is successful. There's still blue players here, though. Pocket on his own, trying to find the kill on Abrams, who has 1 health. Viscous has like 2 health. There's a bit more coming back. 7 zapping people. He's cooking. He's trying to kill the Viscous. He does actually get the assist on the Pocket, so now it's just Viscous left, and everything goes down. The yellow team in a huge power play position right here, 5 standing against only 3. They are going to finally pick up this urn again. I don't think it was cashed by anybody.
Need to be careful when I'm aiming this.
Shiv a bit out of position now. Does he realize? Yes, as Wraith and Geist are both on his tail. I think he should be able to get away if Wraith does not have an ult for him. Never mind. He stopped in the corner a little too long to try to fight back. I don't think there's really any shot of that happening, so Shiv is just going to pay the price there. Blue team going to back out, not try to force the issue onto the Guardian or anything like that. Looks like Abrams might be back in business here in just a moment as the urn is collected. That's going to be a great boon for the yellow team. Already up 4 kills. Down on AP, though. Down on AP because they lost a walker. So they need to try and shore that up. But 6k souls lead, 5 to 6k souls lead. We got our Abrams here as a 7 and 4. Almost everyone is positive, KDA. Over on the right side, on the blue team, though, we see the Wraith and the Pocket have been dealing the majority of the damage for the blue team. It looks like we might have another opportunity to pop Shiv as he tries to respond to this blue lane walker push. Shiv is just going to back up. Probably wise. Oh, now 7 Abrams and Vindicta all collapsing. Let's take the rare Vindicta POV as they should be able to blast a lot of damage from the side here. They get the stake on the Geist. Geist is going nowhere for a second at least, but Vindicta needs to round the corner. They do have the charge shot. There it is. Come on, use those shots. That's what they're there for. And Lucas is going to go down there on the Geist. Infernus also died during that encounter. So yellow team pulling further ahead now. 6 kills and 9k souls. Bebop just scrambling to try to clear a wave. Wraith is going to be doing some private farming, it looks like, over on the creep camps. Viscous, no longer alive. Should not have been there at that stage, but now the yellow team really has a big advantage. They may even start to consider mid at some point here as we are nearing around 18 minutes. The last game that we spectated, they did not fight mid until 31 minutes. So perhaps this game will be a longer one in that regard, but Shiv and Abrams have been really terrorizing as a 6 and 2 and a 7 and 4. They're really getting the job done here against these squishies if they get caught out of position. Bebop and Viscous have proven to not be as tanky as they need to be. Here we have some bot-on-bot violence. I think 7 is actually not fully robot. I think he's like cyborg, right? So he's not really quite a robot the way Bebop is. Bebop really trying here. Really trying. The Walker Stomp also comes in. Abrams coming in. Tries to... Where did Bebop even go? What just happened? Bebop's still alive. Abrams just ran past him, I guess. Did not get the kill. I was really fearing for Bebop's life when I saw Abrams swooping in, but looks like they're going to be fine. Shiv was actually the one to go down there somehow. Wraith is in trouble, perhaps, against Vindicta and Lash, both pushing them into the corner. Look at that 1 health for just a moment there. Not quite enough. Pocket now trying to get involved against Vindicta on the ground. Could definitely do it. Yep, Pocket gets it done. Vindicta does have 6,300 souls. We'll see what they end up spending that on here in just a moment. Which tier 4 item will Vindicta go for? Nothing? Nothing? Waiting? Nope, only 3k items. Okay, Burst Fire for the Vindicta for now. It's always tempting when you have 6,300 souls to get some tier 4 item. Hayes has been pretty quiet this game. We saw them earlier at 3, 2, and 8. Now they're 3, 2, and 9. Really just farming. 18k. Trying to stay relevant through side lanes, and with the Tesla bullets and Ricochet before Lucky Shot means that they are looking for an ultimate build here for that longer bullet dance. Alright, now we have a big force from yellow looking for something. I'm not sure if they're hunting players or if they're going to pick a lane and try to bulldoze it, but that is a lot of force in one area. And Furnace might be out of position soon if Hayes lands a sleep dagger on him or something. If Abrams or Seven were to wander over, Bebop actually with the urn running right in view of Hayes. His next lane is pushed to the Walker. Looks like Wraith just ate it from 3 players and gave out the XD. I didn't actually catch that though, trying to see what Bebop's going to do here. But yeah, 30 kills to 22. It's just sliding further into Yellow's favor here. Abrams taking a rooftop vantage to see what he can see.
This could be a trap.
Bebop's still trying to run that urn, but he is running it straight into the jaws of the enemy. Let's take the Hayes POV to see if they can try to get some outside damage done. Not really sure what's going on with that Hayes. Hayes just watches Vindicta die and says, nope, I don't even want to play the game. 7 is ultimate. He did get just a smidge of damage out, and now he's going to have to run away as well. Hayes is coming right back in now. Does hit the ultimate. And that's all they've been waiting for, really, is hit that ultimate button and get a kill. So they're up to 4, 2, and 10 now. They could easily push this blue Walker in the purple lane. 22 minutes. They're up 5 players to 2 right now. So mid, again, could have been a consideration. But the fact that they didn't have any Walkers down means that they are going to try to probably get purple and blue off of the back of this win. Viscous is going to be pushing purple lane back out. Bebop back alive, really trying to assert himself here and push himself in front of this Walker to keep it from going down. It does still have about half health despite 4 players now staring it down. Bebop, this is no man's land. Yeah, you got to get out of here. This Walker's going to die in about 1 second, and now you have nothing and a bad roll. I am so scared for Bebop right now, but he does manage to last long enough for his teammates to revive and get back into play. Abrams is not interested in fighting. Seven's not interested in fighting. It looks like once they got the purple Walker and the blue Walker, they do have 2 flex slots available to them now. The blue team has had 2 flex slots, but they've got far fewer souls. 34 kills to 23 now, 140k souls to 116, 121 AP to 109. Yellow running away with this game. If we look at the MVPs so far, it looks like Shiv and Abrams, as we've been watching, have been really dictating the pace of the game. Poor Bebop and Viscous, 14 kills, or excuse me, deaths between them as the tanks, Wraith and Pocket, trying to do their best here as the DPS, but Infernus and Geist really not able to participate as much. Looks like Abrams and Shiv are waiting for a gank that is not coming. They are not in a spot that really facilitates that unless they come over to Geist. Geist, we're going to take the Geist POV and see if they get Abrams and Shiv back to Hades. And now Abrams is behind him. Oh no. I think Shiv is just clearing a mid camp, so I might even realize Geist is nearby. I hear Lash chimes going off. Geist is now surrounded by 3 big boys. Warpstone to the rope gets knocked off. Not being pursued past the Walker, though, so I'm really shocked that Geist was able to survive that, but Warpstone will get you out of a hairy situation here and there. Abrams now 1v1ing Bebop. This is close quarters that you don't really have much room to work with or see really what's going on. He is disarmed now as he continues to run. He's going to see Hayes with the urn running by on his team, but Hayes may drop the urn to try to help fight. I don't know. Let's take the Pocket POV as he's trying to chase down these kills. He's going to actually get aggressed now by Shiv and has no chance to escape. Shiv, easy kill there. Infernus now coming in. Oh, Where's he looking? I think he's underneath. He has to hear them, yes. So now he sees the Shiv. Shiv does get hooked in. Infernus is on the other side. This should be a guaranteed kill with the amount of players that are here. Yeah, Geist and Infernus both. Kind of a waste of an ult Infernus. It was one guy. You had him dead to rights, but now you got nothing for the Abrams, who is punching everyone down. Bebop actually secures a kill on Vindicta. Maybe got the hook out of the sky there. Abrams still half health now, sliding back toward his own walker. Hayes moves in and ults. That is what happened there. You could see the very tail end of that bullet dance. That's all Hayes is interested in doing. 5-2 now, though, for that stat line. Let's click over to Lash, who's driving the action now. Does get the kill on Lucas. I didn't even notice how low Geist was, but look at this movement from Lash. How fast is Lash able to get back to this shop after securing that kill? With 8,800 souls, picks up another 600 souls just conveniently placed for him from the character that died there earlier. He's got so many. He's got 6 dash charges right now. What is he going to shop? Let's see. He's got some 4-cost items coming in here. Mystic Reverb. Still making some decisions. He's got 6,300 gold now. Okay, he is just going to buy some smaller items, though, but lots of Spirit and Mystic Reverb being at the top end there. Hayes is going to move in again. Does not have ultimate. So what are they possibly going to do? Not a lot of bullet damage. Definitely taking that pocket briefcase damage for no reason. And it looks like Lash basically just jumped on in and crushed his head. Now Lash in a little bit of danger, but does have quite a lot of health. Bebop went down again. Wraith goes down. Yellow team still surging forward here. Looks like Viscous and Infernus trying to ward away the Lash, but he's got plenty of health. Abrams also poking from the side is going to choose to back out now as Shiv goes down on the yellow team, but 5 players up against only 3. Mid, it looks like could be the call here from Vindicta as they slide right over there. No, it looks like they're just going to be clearing that camp instead. It's so bothersome to me to watch slow creep clears. Characters that are not great at clearing camps are so painful to watch to me, but that's because I play Haze 7 and Wraith specifically, and they're all amazing at clearing lanes and creeps. Hayes is going for the duel, but Viscous is nearby. They're going to hit the ults, probably, but actually get silenced instead, and they get slaughtered. Oh my goodness, Geist. Was that Viscous or Geist that did that? Why did Hayes not hit? I'm very curious what happened to lock them out like that. You could see their timers were all not available. He really wanted to ult, but Geist and Viscous just said, not today, sir. Lady Geist POV here. Lash pulls a ton into his ultimate. He's got a lot of health remaining. Bebop trying to get him out of there, and the Wraith ult does lift him up to, of course, reverse that in record time. So all the blue players there, I'm not sure what yellow players are doing, just feeding one at a time right now. They had such a massive advantage. It would be silly to let that fall to just a series of individual deaths. Yellow team, though, still big advantage. 18k souls. Abrams here just punching away as expected, clearing that blue lane. They still have 1 walker up against none, but this game is starting to stagnate a little bit. If the yellow team can't get another good team fight going, yellow would be favored, I'm sure. Bebop grabbing the hook. Prediction hook on Abrams, but Abrams says, whatever, dude, I got you right next to a wall, that's fine with me. Oh, he tries to hop over the rail. Is he actually going to escape, though? He has got no walker to go for. It looks like no one's even going to pursue him, so he is going to be fine. Let's take that pocket POV. They've been doing quite a lot of damage in the fights that we've taken their perspective, but now they're all backing as well? Why is the entire team backing blue? I guess everyone could be spending at the same time. Viscous over here pushing this lane back out is going to get met by Lash. There is a soul urn available to be run. Is Wraith going to make a move for it? Oh, Lash versus Wraith. The ultimate hits. Will it hit ever? It's still chasing him. Finally it hits. Silence glyph from Shiv. Oh my goodness. No teleport available. The silence glyph and the Lash ults. Wraith gets exploded. All these actives starting to come into play now. Shiv with that silence and decay both equipped. And now Infernus not going to last a second. Johnson Classic taken down. Pocket takes the briefcase. Can they get the full escape or just a partial escape? 600 health remaining, but still taking a bit of that tick damage. Or are they going to chase him down? Abrams is nearby. There's that charge in. Pocket versus Abrams. Pocket at a huge disadvantage, but lots of damage. No, goes down with the help from 7 coming in. Yellow team in a huge position now. 6 players standing against 2, and with Hayes and 7 able to just pump damage into these shrines and towers. Abrams is going to push the purple lane to come meet them. Looks like we've got all lanes meeting now at the blue base. Viscous is standing, but he is a goo ball with only 600 health, and he can't even fit down the ping pong shoot. I don't know what to call that, the pinball shoot. Oh, that's funny. Anyway, Abrams coming here again from purple lane is going to get met by 7 to take down those twins. They have full flex slots available now. 7 is rich. He's got so many item slots free still. Viscous trying to make something happen, but he is just a lone goo ball. Vindicta airbound, trying to find some damage. Vindicta actually the furthest forward here on the yellow team now, as it looks like Wraith tried to push out a little bit to defend, but yeah, still just a constant press here from the yellow team. Vindicta signals the retreat, but I don't think that makes any sense. Lash will be back with a full heal very soon. The patron's nearly dead. Maybe Vindicta only would retreat, but Lash just spent again and picked up Unstoppable. Shiv says stay together. Abrams now getting chased away. Oh, we missed the conclusion there, but it looks like Pocket is going to scoop that kill. Let's take a look at just the stat lines again. Abrams 9 and 5, Shiv 14 and 5, Lash 9 and 6. Over on the blue team, Pocket 7 and 6, and Wraith 9 and 8 are the only hopes, but there goes Hayes getting absolutely splattered. Viscous Fistus not going to find the Lash target. Pocket, though, does get in time to get some damage in, and watching a good Pocket is kind of scary because you never know if they're going to die first or if they're going to burst someone. Unstoppable is used. Lash is just going to disarm him, and the briefcase goes out, but yeah, he's not going to find a way out now as Lash gets the help from Shiv showing up once again. Viscous now on their own. Oh, and the ball ends, and the cube is not going to be enough. PEMDAS definitely going to go down on that one. And suddenly yellow team still 4-4, but they are up 18 total kills, 26k souls. Wraith finds a kill and still has an ultimate to spare. What happened here? What are we looking at? I'm not sure what that was. But Wraith does secure the kill on Vindicta. Yellow team starting to fall apart a little bit as blue actually has the majority of the kills for the first time in a long time. All right, will Wraith actually manage to escape from this bleed? No! It's a Shiv once again. Just enough bleed to make it happen, collecting all those souls as they evaporate. How many kills does he have? 16 and 5. I definitely do not want to be in this game against this Shiv as any character at this point. Infernus, there's no way he's going to survive to the bleed. It just doesn't even matter. He's going to go around the corner, out of view, and fall over dead. Shiv just collecting bleed kills at this point. 17 and 5. This is critical mass. I don't see how they're going to be able to deal with that with any of their individual players. Bomb on you, especially with that silence and other actives on the Shiv. Decay. Wow, Abrams is getting manhandled here by the Bebop and the rest of the blue team, but looks like yellow's still at advantage. Mid-boss still has not been considered. This is interesting. The last game that we spectated, they did not take mid-boss until 31 minutes. This game is going even longer before they try to take him down. There was potentially a chance for yellow team. Once they popped the 2 shrines, they could have gone back to mid-boss, because if it was clear to them that they weren't going to win the game right there, that would be the second best objective, I think. But, you know, things aren't always that clean. I really wonder if they think it's a higher risk factor than they're comfortable with when they have a comfortable lead already. They could just wait for the other team to try to take mid and make a mistake, something like that. Hayes goes down again. Not sure where exactly they were. 7 wins the stun on the Wraith. Wraith is not going to be able to get out of this one. No chance in hell. Multiple characters here from yellow now, taking out one of the biggest DPS threats on the blue team. Geist is not nearly as scary with that 2 and 8 stat line. Infernus not nearly as scary with the 3 and 10. There goes Geist as well. Looks like Vindicta getting in on the action, and now it may just be Patron time. 7 moving in, does not have the base ultimate that we know and love available. He's actually going to get bounced around. Gooball really trying to save the day, gets it done, and Bebop from the side spawned in time with that ultimate to zap him down. So once again, Yellow cannot find their way in. I really do feel like this is just a matter of them grouping effectively and trying to get this done. But now 3 players of blue are down. Viscous, Bebop is not going to last. Viscous is trying his hardest, but Abrams now shoving him into the wall after his goo ball is down. Cube is down. He's got really nothing left to defend himself with. There goes the neighborhood. Ryu up to 8 and 5 now. Just ulting whenever they see the opportunity. They came back in. They still have their ult now, though. And Vindicta just says win. Yeah, you're up 4 players to 1. You've got the exposed patron. You could probably just win. But Hayes wants to see, is there anyone for me to kill with my ult in this base, or should we just win the game? And that is going to wrap it up. Celebratory, unstoppable bullet dance from the Hayes. I often do this myself. 5,300 damage onto that patron. And that's going to be it for this one. Amberhand take the victory. Shiv with an insane 19, 5, and 13. Abrams also showing us how it's done. Lash, no slouch either, 12, 7, and 11. So the high-flying slamma-jammas of the Amberhand take down the more down-to-earth DPS-based Sapphire Flame this time. They just did not have the presence. They did not have the tankiness to deal with being yanked around by Lash, bled and dashed by Shiv repeatedly, and Abrams, of course, just shoving them and punching them to death. But props where it's due over on the Sapphire Flame. Viscous, I saw a lot of great initiatives out of them. Wraith really kept it even up until they were getting shut down repeatedly. The individual ults were making differences here and there, but in the end, we didn't even see a mid-boss. There was no rejuve play. It was just a matter of picks here and there. I really feel like grouping could have made this game 5 minutes shorter if the yellow team just ended the first time they were in the enemy base. Did not seem like there was any way they were going to get shut down from there, but that's the game, folks. Thanks for watching, and I will probably slap this up on YouTube just as a proof of concept and keep working on it, but now I think I'll play